You could be anywhere on YouTube, but right now, you're exactly where you need to be. You're in the best place on YouTube. Dude, you're right here on Just Alyx. And by the way, Alyx, that's my middle name. I don't spell it cool like you. I like that, A-L-Y-X. Hey, Just Alyx. Best wishes from Rob Van Dam. Pow. Let's do another one. Welcome to Just Alyx on YouTube. From the whole effing show, RVD.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, Just Alyx, and this is my AEW episode 200 Dynamite review. AEW Dynamite 200. Congratulations to everyone involved. All Elite Wrestling, 200 episodes. That is a huge milestone. There have been some shows that didn't even make it to 100. Y'all made it to 200. Here's to 200 more. Here's to episode 500. Here's to episode 600. Here's to episode 1000. I expect AEW to be around that long. We're in it for the long run now. We are in it to win it. This is going to be one of those companies that will continue to live on. And I am so glad, so happy that I am alive to bear witness to history being made. History will be made in just 3 weeks from this Sunday as AEW goes overseas to London. AEW All In, Wembley Stadium. As of today, it's 77,000 tickets. They are just a couple thousand away from setting a record. Not just their record, but setting an actual record. So, I'm so happy that they decided to finally start announcing matches. So, we only got one match announced. That being MJF versus Adam Cole. Baby, that's the main event. AEW World Championship. MJF's World Championship. Adam Cole versus MJF. I think I'm going to have to see what happens on, of course, Saturday, that being Collision. Let's see what happens with that match between Punk and Ricky Starks. And depending on who wins that match, I might be able to predict who CM Punk is going to fight. Might. If Ricky Starks wins, then you already know they're going to do the rematch at All In. If CM Punk retains, then I think we already know what we need to do. You gotta have both world titles at the show, and then do, of course, the big. Well, I don't even know if you want to do that. Do you want to do Punk and MJF at All Out the very next week? You might have to hold off on that. I would think you would do that for maybe, I don't know, maybe Arthur Ashe or Full Gear. It feels kind of soon. It feels kind of soon for it. But regardless of when you decide to do that match is going to be crazy. Can't wait for that. But yeah, we got one match announced. I'm expecting more, and I think we will get more matches announced throughout the week. We still got Rampage. They're loading up Rampage, which I think is going to be live. That's going to be live at Daly's Place on Friday. Might have to check that one out. And then, of course, Collision is also going to be live on Saturday, which is also the night we're doing SummerSlam. So I won't be watching that live, but I will be doing a review about it on Sunday because I'm seeing a lot being thrown at us on these shows. So I'm expecting more matches to come this week, which we need. We need to at least have a good 3 or 4 matches, which we can easily just lock that down by the end of the week. And then throughout the rest of the weeks, we can get the rest of the card to come. It's looking like we're going to be seeing a lot of Swerve and Darby Allin. That seems to be a match for All In, although Darby Allin is most likely going to be doing something with Luchasaurus and Christian, because they're having a match at All Out. We'll have to see where that goes. But it's looking like a multi-man match, if I'm being honest. If it's the Mogul Embassy, right? So that's AR Fox, Swerve, and then what? Freaking Cage, and then the Samoans. The Embassy. What is that? 5 people? Yeah, you're gonna need Wayne. Yeah, I think we got the people. Wayne, Darby, Sting, Keith Lee, and maybe one more. I'll have to see who else they throw in there. They can throw someone else in there. I wonder who would it be though? Who else is? It's not going to be Orange Cassidy. I think Orange Cassidy is going to fight Jon Moxley. That feels like the direction for it. We'll have to see. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time to set up matches. Based off of what we did tonight, I'm not going to try to predict it. Because I didn't predict pretty much a lot of the stuff on this show. The first thing I didn't predict was Hikaru Shida beating Toni Storm. When I saw that as the main event, I went, cool. But there's no way Toni is losing the belt this close to All In. Shocker to me. We have a new AEW Women's Champion. Hikaru Shida beat Toni Storm despite all the odds. She is a two-time AEW Women's Champion. Now she gets to have a reign in front of fans. Her first reign was during the pandemic, which had no fans. Now her second reign is in front of fans. Do I think it'll be a long reign? Not really. I can see her losing the belt back to Toni Storm at All In, or maybe they do something else and do Saraya and Hikaru Shida, and she loses the belt to Saraya. I don't see Hikaru holding that belt for long, though. This is going to be a short reign. It's either back to Toni, or it's going to be to Saraya. She's fighting Outcast, though. That's for sure. An Outcast member. One of them. But yeah, that was a great surprise, by the way. I love Hikaru Shida. I think she's an excellent athlete. She has a great personality. Y'all should check her out on social media. She is a bundle of joy. We have a lot in common. But she doesn't get enough credit. She does not get the credit that she deserves. Or she's earned at this point. And that is because she doesn't get a lot of TV time. Most of the time she's on Rampage. And some of you are wondering, well, how did she get this title match? She got it by winning matches on Rampage. And Tony Khan just expects you to, know that. And just either keep an eye on Rampage or watch Rampage. Could have been done better, but still a great surprise. I'm all for it. I love it. You're not going to hear me bitch about it whatsoever. The other surprise, and this one I did not see this coming. Although the rumor was circulating. It was circulating. I just said to myself, well, we'll probably get to that much later in the month, towards All In. I didn't think he was going to debut tonight, but the rumor was that there's going to be a FTW storyline, because it's going to be ECW Originals, Jerry Lynn, and then maybe Sabu, maybe Sandman. We even got Taz, but there are other people who've been around that belt. They're going to come in, fight Jack Perry, he's going to beat them all, and then we get RVD last at All In. That's what I thought we were going to do. Nah, they just said, screw it, here's RVD tonight. He just showed up with his ECW thing. Dun, 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 dun. Read, dun, 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 dun. Spect, dun, 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 dun. Walk, dun, 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 dun. That was a big pop. Listen here. You can sit here all day and tell me that Rob Van Dam is old. But when he goes out there and he looks at the crowd and he does the Rob Van Dam. When he does that, your opinion just became null and void. Imagine an entire arena, 80,000, screaming, Rob Van Dam. And all you basically saying, well, he's fighting him next week. Y'all really think that match is going to happen? If the match does happen, it's going to be a screwy finish. They're going to do the real match. The real match at All In. That's a match you save for All In. And that's a great match to do. Unless they do RVD next week and then just do Hook and Jungle Boy Jack Perry at All In, which I think is a waste. Nah, man. Do Hook and Jungle Boy Jack Perry at All Out. That's an All Out match. Do RVD at All In. No, you save RVD for All In. So I don't think next week is going to go down the way you think. I think something's going to happen. He'll get attacked, and then they push it back to All In. That's my prediction. Oh, there's so much stories happening on this show. That triple threat, anything goes match between Jon Moxley, Pentagon Jr., Penta as Cerro Miedo, and Trent Beretta was absolutely bonkers. That match was insane beyond imagination. The Elite taking on Jay, Jeff, and Satnam Singh was a fun match. But the big story here is that all four members, Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, and the Jacksons, the Young Bucks, the Jacksons. I want you back. The Young Bucks have re-signed. They have signed new deals with AEW, and it's multi-years. And they said at the very least, we don't know the length, but it's a big contract. So because of the type of contract it is, they said at the very least 4 years. And they maintained EVPs. So they are going to be executive vice presidents for the time being into the future. And what I love about this segment, well, not actually the match, but what happened afterwards, the segment afterwards, Kenny Omega got on the microphone. He says, you will see us on Dynamite, on Rampage, and yes, maybe even Collision. And the crowd popped and went, CM Punk, CM Punk. He knew. The moment Kenny Omega said Collision, they already had it in mind to start the chant. He knew what he was doing. But will it happen, though? See, don't just tease it just to tease it. Eventually, it has to happen. We'll get into that when we get to that part of the review. We had El Hijo and Komader taking on Aussie Open. Aussie Open is a great tag team. I'm loving them more and more. This was a great show. Like, it's crazy going from what I thought was an extremely lackluster episode of Monday Night Raw. An extremely lackluster episode that didn't do anything for anybody. Like, I could have skipped it, and my excitement for SummerSlam would have actually been better off. This is the show that made me go, okay, like, I want more. Like, get me to All In. I'm excited. I think the show's gonna be a banger. Again, I gotta stress it out. Tony, you gave me one match tonight. You're gonna give me more matches, probably on Rampage and definitely Collision. You gotta give us one match announced on Collision. If CM Punk, which I think he is, when CM Punk beats Ricky Starks, I am expecting them to announce his match for All In. But man, like, I'm excited. I am super excited for AEW and what's to come. And I think when the card is set, the $50 will just come flying out. I still don't like that we have to pay back to back. Like that now, that's my big problem. I feel a little better about the direction for All In. A little bit now, because it feels like he's now taking it serious, because he knows that it's a big deal. And the way Tony was talking it up tonight, he knows that it's a big deal. He's calling it the biggest show in wrestling history. That's what he called it. I'm like, okay, so now that you know it's the biggest show in wrestling history, don't fuck around with this. Don't fuck around. Get these matches out. So I'm not worried about it now. But I am going to be, all right, where are the other matches? A lot more often. My concern now, okay, what are we going to do about All Out? Are we seriously going to be made to pay 50 back to back? Don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. I'm hoping that there's a bundle deal. Let's see what they work out, because I don't like the fact of paying $50 one week and then 50 the next week. I don't think I've ever done that before. But yeah, man, I'm ready to get things started. Y'all ready to get things started? Let's go ahead and get straight to the sponsorship. Let's do the plugs. Let's do the shout outs and get to some wrestling. So if you guys don't mind, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic overview, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the stream is finished. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on TikTok. Give me a follow on Threads. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on all of it, including TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. So many apps. Get them all today. Gotta catch them all. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. I see a couple of Super Chats just waiting. We gonna get to them in a second. But you can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Also, email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. You know what's coming next. Get you a t-shirt. Get you a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees or Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt. But most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, the remix, yeah, woo, all that energy. T-shirt made by It's Trent and Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box. Today's sponsor, Surfshark. I'm gonna just play the reel. You've heard what Surfshark is. You know what Surfshark is. I can help you get Surfshark. And if you're wondering what is Surfshark, just listen to the reel coming up. And then afterwards, we'll get to the live chat and do some shout outs. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. When you're doing business on the web, having a VPN is almost essential, and many agree there's no better service than Surfshark. Let me tell you why. Surfshark provides you 24/7 protection from hackers, data leaks, malware, and even allows you free access to movie streaming services in different countries. I personally appreciate Surfshark's ability to block all malware websites and scan all downloads for potential viruses. You just never know what could impact your online experience, and navigating has become a lot more safer because of this service. So today, if you visit the link surfshark.deals/justalex and use the promo code JUSTALEX, you not only get 83% off your monthly payments, but you'll get an extra 3 months for free. This is a massive deal that many of you should take up while it's here. So don't wait, feel safe, get protected by Surfshark today. Thank you all so much for joining me. We are close to 100 people live in this thing. You know what would help us get over 100? Liking the video. We're literally 10 people away. We're 90. We're in the 90s. If you like the video, guess what it'll do? It'll increase the reach. It will help boost the algorithm of this video and help bring more people to the channel and help me get recommended. So hit the like button if you haven't already. We should probably be looking at maybe close to 50, 60 likes. We're at 47 likes. Come on, y'all. Get these likes up. Hit the like button. Also, while you're at it, show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Sean 97, Firestar Heart, The Lights, DB, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything, and Big Deep GM, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like me. Alright, let's go ahead and get to these lovely, lovely super chats.
Let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance. Let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground.
When things make sense on wrestling TV, it makes it that much more enjoyable to watch. Can't wait for AEW All In.
Me either, man. Oh, bro, that's such a good thing to have. We don't ask for much. We don't want them to change the world or change the system or change the way things are. Just give us a good product. Just tell stories.
Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground.
I didn't get a chance to watch yet. I'm probably gonna watch when I get back from going on a walk. Got to stay fit.
Oh my dude, you gotta watch it. You gotta. It's good. It's that damn good. It's like the game. You know how it goes. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's start right at the top. We see Matthew Anktil, who apparently is not a fan of Hikaru Shida becoming women's champ. I bet he wanted his girl Toni Storm to hold that belt just a little bit longer. Well, it's not like she didn't hold it for a while. She held it. Wait, she won it in what, March? So March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months. 5 months. That's a pretty good reign. It's a pretty good reign. Honestly, that was actually a pretty sizable. That's longer than her last one, right? I think the last one only went like 3 months.
Rumors are that Toni is going away to film a show.
Hey, if she goes away to film a show, congratulations to her. But that also means that we're going to do Saraya and Hikaru Shida. So we'll have to see. I'm cool with Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida is a great wrestler. I have no issues with her being women's champ. But that's just me. Alright, let's continue. The Tribal Chief, King of Hecko Mundo, Page Enthusiast, Anthony White, Juan Orozco, Randy the freaking Ram, Dylan Danger, of course. We also got, hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay. We also got Christopher Carter, the Cerebral Sassy Christopher Carter, Minako 42, The Bulldog Show, John Beal II. I think I also see JJ, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Bulldog. We also got Project Santi. I think I'm catching up here. Is that who I think it is? It is who I think it is. It's Wrestle Spider. Wrestle Spider. Wow. Welcome. We gone to church. We Wrestle Spider in the building. Lauren Biggs. Crowagunk Sniper. Still calling me Deluxe Man, I see. Hey, call me whatever you want. Regito Boy 09. From Browntown, Mr. Robert Brown, TLB the Fly Guy. Let's do three more. I see KC for life. Wrestling Taste. Thank you for the donation, by the way, sir. You're great for that. You are amazing for that. Always know that I appreciate y'all for continuing to support the channel. The Al Johnson Show. Mr. Al Johnson, good to have you here. And YouTube member, Mr. Unfamiliar. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stop things right there. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It ain't because I hate you. I do got a lot to get to. So, once again, guys, if you're already joining us, the likes did go up a little bit, but we got a lot more people in here than the likes. So, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please be sure you like the video, because that's what's gonna help but boost the algorithm here. Let's talk about the Elite. Let's talk about the Elite. The Elite. The Elite. Because the Elite, for months now, have been in the news concerning their contract situations. Everyone was worried about, could the Elite go to WWE? Now, real quick, I do want to tell you guys something, because I believe that's a question we would be more concerned about, or we would take a lot more seriously if Triple H was still in charge. If Triple H was still in charge and Vince McMahon never came back, I think we would all really be concerned. We would be looking at this going, maybe they could go. Maybe. The moment Vince walked back in, it was a done deal. There was no way they was going. And I think that's why they signed a multi-year contract. They signed multi-years with AEW, which they should have. So, without question, congratulations to the Elite. The Elite. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page. They have signed long-term contract extensions with AEW. Huge. I'm just going to read a little bit of this here. Ahead of tonight's landmark 200th episode of AEW Dynamite, live on TBS, AEW CEO, GM, and head of creative Tony Khan today announced that EVPs Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, as well as Hangman Adam Page, have signed long-term extensions with AEW. The announcement ensures that 4 cornerstones key to the launch of AEW in 2019 will remain with the promotion, where they have helped build AEW into a household name across the globe and competed in some of the most critically acclaimed matches in professional wrestling history. The crowd goes wild. This was a no-brainer for me. This was always going to be a no-brainer. And it's funny, and people still talk about it to this day. It's crazy that Tony didn't even try to fight for Cody. You know, it's kind of crazy that you would think, of all people, especially knowing how popular he is now, Tony would have extended the contract for Cody, or at least talked to him about it. But based off of reports, his contract just expired. It just expired. And see, I have to wonder what happened. Because that must have been an issue between Cody and Tony. Because Cody keeps saying it's a personal issue. I don't think it was an issue with the Young Bucks and Kenny. I think it was more of an issue between Tony and Cody. And I go back to the interview with Ariel Helwani, where Ariel asked him about Cody, and Tony just didn't answer the question. He says, you can ask, but I'm not going to answer it. And I think the reason why he's not going to answer it is because whatever issue those two left off on, I think that's the reason why Cody left. And that's why Tony didn't even bother to fight for him. But he fought for Kenny. He fought for the Young Bucks. And he fought for Hangman Page. As he should have. Because we all know, I don't give a shit what Triple H says, what Nick Khan says, calling AEW a secondary company. You all know, like I know, if the Elite would have been free agents by the end of the year, they would have picked him up immediately. Vince McMahon would have flown out to their house, just like he flew out to Cody's house. You already know Vince would have flown out to wherever their houses are to get them. I think Tony knows better now. It ain't happening. And I also think there's so much more. There's so much more for Cody. Yeah, there is a lot more for Cody to do in AEW, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. There's so much more for Kenny, the Bucks, and Hangman Page to do. There's a lot more of the roster they have yet to work with. And some people that they gotta still work with. There's a lot of stories to tell. And they're going to be here for the next 4 years telling those stories. I'm excited, man. This is going to be a great run. And then maybe in another 4 years, and hopefully by that time, someone would have croaked. And Triple H is in full control. They can have one run. One short-term run in WWE. Because I do think, here's what I will say. I do think before they retire, and when I say they, I mean Hangman, Kenny, all 4 members of the Elite. Before they retire, they will have one run. One run in WWE. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk had one run before he called it a day in WWE. I think with the way things are right now, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But in the future, when a certain someone goes away, let's not close that conversation off. Because I see it happening. But congratulations, man. Congratulations to All Elite Wrestling. Congratulations to the Elite for continuing their relationship. And I think it's going to be a beautiful one. Let's go ahead and get things going for the review. So as you guys know, AEW Dynamite was celebrating their 200th. Why am I having a hard time saying that? The 200th episode of Dynamite. They've been around for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in October. And I already said it, I'll say it again. There are shows. There are legitimate, actual television shows that don't even make it to episode 100. AEW made it to 200. That's a big deal. Usually when you make it to, I think the number is either 300? It's either 250 or 300. Once you hit those numbers, it's expected that you're going to be here long term. Because that's a long, long time. And a lot of people need to understand what work goes into making this work. Because there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just writing and then the wrestlers go out and wrestle. There's production, and that by itself is a full-time job. Then there's the ring crew, then there's the backstage crew, then there's the road crew, then there's the stage crew, then there's the executives. Then you get to the wrestlers. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into this. Stuff that we don't know about. And we will never know about. Wrestling is a huge, huge business. Huge. And for this to get to episode 200, it's a team effort. It's a team effort. Remember, when they first started, and by they, I mean the powers that be, whether it's outside AEW or inside, they said this wouldn't last a year. Then they said it wouldn't last 3 years. It's going into its 4th year. 200 episodes. Just signed a huge deal with WBD, which is Warner Brothers Discovery. They're making a ton of money. They have not 1, not 2, but 3 weekly shows. And they got some of the biggest stars, including Rob Van Dam, on a weekly television set. They've created more stars too. Again, I don't understand how anyone can see AEW as a detriment, as something that puts a black mark on the business. Yes, it's had its ups and downs. It has its share of bad moments. It's had its share of embarrassing backstage reports and backstage fights. The media scrum is one of those things where hopefully one day they can do Punk, Omega, CMFTR versus the Elite, so we can clean that up. I have a feeling we're probably going to get it a lot sooner than we think, but it's not perfect. But based off the previous wrestling shows that I have been privileged to watch, the WCWs, the ECWs, the Impact Wrestlings, the Lucha Undergrounds, and many, many, many others that didn't last. Some of them still lasting, but the ones that didn't last, I think it's fair to say that AEW is here for the long run, and I am excited. I am excited to see where this goes. We were live in Tampa, Florida. Big audience, too. Sold out. I think because things are getting back to normal with AEW in terms of, these shows starting to have a direction now, have storytelling, have great wrestling on top of all that, I think we can start trying to sell out bigger arenas now. The reason why Tony is getting all these smaller arenas because it's just easier to set up and to manage. But I think because things are getting back up to snuff for AEW, we might need to start considering getting bigger arenas. And we also need to start considering doing different markets. We can't always go to Chicago. Although All Out is practically almost sold out. Sure, alright, you got me there. But I'm saying, we got other cities outside of Chicago. Okay? Let's try something else for All Out next year. He's not going to, but I wish we would do something different. Let's try out different markets. You don't know what's out there until you go. You just don't. We got to start doing bigger shows in bigger arenas. Because I know they can. There's no reason not to do it. We kick things off. Chris Jericho and Konosuke Takeshita. I don't know why I keep saying Takeshita. But yeah, Takeshita. That's, of course, Don Callis' family. Don's family. The Don family? See what I did there? Because NXT has a Don. Whatever. Don Callis' team took on the JAS, Jericho Appreciation Society. We got Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara taking on their mentor, their teacher, a father figure to them. And this whole storyline with Chris Jericho seeming like he's getting ready to leave JAS. It looks like he's made his choice. The fans were, I can't believe I'm saying this, the fans were 100% behind Sammy. I was like, oh, so I guess being a father turned their heads. Because before, when him and Ty were doing their thing, fans were like, boo, why do you get to have a hot girl? Why? But now that he's a father, oh my God, yeah, Sammy's a... Ow. Don't know what that screech was for. Yeah, Sammy's a father. Yeah. They liked him. They like him now. They also love Daniel Garcia when he does that pelvic thrust dance. Man, that shit's awesome. When he gets hit, chop, let's dance, let's shot. You know what I mean? She can bite it down to the ground. But yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool that he managed to find that one thing that gets a pop from the crowd. I hope he keeps it going. But the big story was what happened at the end of the match. We see Don Callis slip in behind the ref's back and hit Daniel Garcia with the black bat that Chris Jericho had. Jericho looked at Don and said, what the WTF, dude? WTF? And then 10 seconds later, he just pinned him. He just covered him 1, 2, 3. And Jericho was like, shit. And I think the reason he said shit is because he's made his decision. And so next week, there's going to be a Jericho Appreciation Society meeting. Excuse me. With all the members confronting Chris Jericho. And it looks like we're about to break the team up. We're about to break them up. Should they break them up? Is it time? That's my question to you. Like, for real. I feel like honestly, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know if it's the right time. Which is probably a good reason why they shouldn't break them up. I don't know, man. Like, I actually like the Jericho Appreciation Society. But I will admit, there isn't really much for them to do right now. So if breaking them up means that everyone else can go do their own thing and do certain other stuff, okay, sure. But do you want to do that, though? Like, are we sure that's the right call? Yeah, you could break them up, but is it time to? I don't feel as strongly about JAS breaking up as I do like Damage Control. Oh my God, the sooner you break them up, the better. Because that group's, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
I can see AEW come the UAE either Dynamite or PPV.
Oh man, it'd be really cool if they came to you, man. I'm assuming that's where that's where you live, but we'll see. Let's see where the storyline goes. I'm gonna let this play out, Because I think actually either way's fine. You want to have Jericho like pull a double swerve and then go back with JAS, and then we do Konosuke versus Chris Jericho. Cool. Or Jericho literally leaves and joins Don Callis. Y'all let me know what you would do. I see people in the live chat saying break them up though. Maybe it is time to break them up. Backstage. I think this is the segment where we get that debut. And by that debut, you know exactly what that debut is. Jack Perry comes out, he calls out Jerry Lynn, and then Jerry Lynn's like, look, what was the line he said? Oh, it was a good line. Let me pull it up. Jerry Lynn makes his entrance. He says, if he was to get in there, he would have to go to jail for child abuse. I said, Jerry. That was such a good line. But unfortunately, he can't get in there because of all the plates and screws in his neck. There's no way he would be cleared to be competing against Jungle Boy Jack Perry, or just Jack Perry. But he knows someone who can. And as soon as he said that, the crowd, everyone started chanting, RVD, RVD, RVD. Everyone heard the rumor. This shit spreads like wildfire. The rumor keeps going. Everyone said Rob Van Dam versus Jack Perry at All In. And guess what? RVD came out. And he came out to his old school ECW theme. Now the one of a kind theme is WWE. That's owned by WWE. He can't use that. But he definitely can use dum 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 dum, Ray dum 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 dum, Spec dum 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 dum, Walk dum 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 dum, Ray dum 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 dum, Spec dum 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 dum, Walk. Man, that was a good moment. RVD came out to a big pop, and then when he got in that ring, and then he did the Rob Van Dam, and I saw that crowd. That what? Couple thousand people in the arena sound like 15,000. I said, yeah. Imagine 80,000 doing that. Ooh! Ooh! Imagine it. Rob Van Dam. Oh man, I'm excited. So they did announce that we're going to do this match, Rob Van Dam and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Or just Jack Perry. I'm going to just call him Jack Perry. But we're going to do it next week. I predict the match won't happen next week. I think something will go down. Someone will attack RVD. And then we'll get RVD and Jack Perry at All In. And then somehow Hook will be involved. And then we'll do Hook and Jack Perry at All Out. That's what I think is going to happen. Or maybe they'll just not do that. They'll probably just do Hook and Jungle Boy at All In. I don't know. But I'm excited. Man, everyone's worried that RBG might be out of shape. He might not be able to hang. Y'all, I've seen enough of him wrestling over the last year or so. He's fine. He can still go. And as long as he can still go, that's my thing. If he can still go out there and give us RVD, fine. Let's go. This isn't just some rinky-dink wrestler. Rob Van Dam is literally one of the greatest of all time. He's one of the best wrestlers in history. Former WWE champ, beat John Cena, Grand Slam champ, Rob Van Dam. Who would bitch about this? Who in their right mind? Real talk. Rob Van Dam is legit. Who in their right mind would complain about Rob Van Dam putting over Jack Perry? He's not coming to beat Jack Perry. He's coming to put him over. Who would bitch about that? And that match sounds amazing. Are you kidding me? Jack Perry versus Rob Van Dam. Look, I get it. Y'all ready to be done with the old school people? There are certain people from the old school that I think should just go away. Rob Van Dam, man, I'm never going to bitch about him on my television show. You will never, ever, ever, ever hear me complain about Rob Van Dam on my TV set. He can still do it. Someone mentioned that when he was going for the Van Daminator, and he did that spinning heel kick, he got height on that. He can still go. He can still go. And I hope they do ECW rules match at All In. Speaking of ECW rules, this Anything Goes triple threat match, holy Shida. Jon Moxley, Penta, and Miedo. Pentagon Jr. versus Trent Beretta. This was insane. This had everything. This felt like an ECW match. This had barbed wire, 2x4s. This had freaking trash can lids. This had thumbtacks. It had blood. It had brutality out the wazoo. I was not expecting it to be this violent. It was violent. And they beat the shiznit out of each other. And I love that after all the chaos, Trent Beretta got the victory. He pinned Penta. Huh? Okay. I like it, but huh? And then afterwards, you had the BCC come out, and they're starting to brawl. And then Orange Cassidy comes out to save the best friends. And then freaking Chuck Taylor gets on the microphone and says, this Friday, live, in Daly's place, we're going to do a parking lot brawl. I said, what? What? See, that's one of those matches where I go, that would probably be best at All In. But okay, now I'm curious. If we're doing that on Friday, which by the way I will be watching. I don't even watch Rampage anymore. Don't have to because Collision's better. Anyways, if we're doing that match on Friday and it's going to be live in Daly's place, damn, that's gonna be crazy. Cesaro, Wheeler Yuta, Jon Moxley versus Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and Orange Cassidy. Man, I ain't complaining. I love it. Give it to me. MJF. Oh Lord, I just remembered what this segment was all about. Oh my goodness. Man, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about the AEW World Champ. MJF. He came out to a big reception, a big pop. Then he gets on the microphone. He says he's a little emotional. So bear with him because he wants to have a heart-to-heart with everyone in the arena. Everyone here and watching at home. He says, as someone you know, he has ADD, started an ADD chant. ADD, ADD. He says, I wish all the teachers felt that way. God. He says, as a result of that, it comes with a litany of other disorders. His is rejection-sensitive dysphoria? Rejection-sensitive dysphoria. Yeah. Basically RSD. Which is when you have trouble managing your feelings of rejection and they get blown up out of proportion. He talks about being bullied and recounts the story of having quarters and anti-Semitic taunts thrown at him. And how he learned that he has to stab everyone in the back to protect himself. We've heard this story before. He did the same thing with CM Punk. But he's beginning to realize that there's no way to live. That's not the way to do it. That's not a way to live. Because in doing that, he became one of them. He became the scumbag that those guys were. And to be honest, being a scumbag is easy for him. Getting booze is easy to him. What is hard is being vulnerable. What is hard is being open to receive the love and adulation. He knew if he opened himself up and got booed, it would kill him. It would take him right back to being the kid who had quarters thrown at him. But he's not scared no more. He's ready for the crowd to love him. He's ready to be accepted. Because they got sympathy for the devil. And you know what? He's not going to change overnight. He's still going to be a scumbag. I'm still a scumbag, guys, but that's what you love about me. But I'm going to be your scumbag. And the crowd is, yeah, MJF, you're a scumbag. MJF, you're a scumbag. They're eating it up. Throughout this entire promo, I was of two minds. I said, okay, this is either going to be the craziest fucking heel turn in the history of wrestling, or he actually turned babyface. Now, between you and me, by the way, Khalil does everything, my dude. See you on Friday. And then, of course, Saturday. And maybe even Sunday. But, like, obviously, my instinct is telling me this is a work. He's working the fans. He's going to turn heel. And yes, it's a work because it's wrestling. I'm talking about this. He's luring us in to stab us in the back. So there's a side of me that's thinking, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell MJF has completely turned babyface. Right? This is the devil. He calls himself the devil. And you never trust the devil. You never trust the devil. So in my mind, I'm thinking this is either going to be a crazy heel turn or we just witnessed a babyface turn. And believe it or not, I kind of like it. I was like, you know, I'm ready to buy it. But that's what scares. Here's what scares me about this segment. MJF doing this in 2022 with CM Punk, it was clear he was working us. It was clear he was working us. But now, because he's done such an awesome story, he has such an awesome story, did such an awesome work with Adam Cole, and because I am invested in him a lot more than I ever have been, now I buy it. I can buy it. I won't. I'm never gonna trust the devil, but like it's like the forbidden fruit, man. Like you wanna like MJF, and that's what makes it work. You wanna like MJF. You wanna be invested in MJF. You wanna roll with MJF. You wanna stroll with MJF. I think MJF is I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see. But as of right now, I'm going along with the story. But he's such a good babyface. I don't know if I've said that enough. MJF, as awesome as a heel as he is an even, I won't say he's an even better babyface, but he's just as good. You ever get those wrestlers that's just good at both? Shawn is an excellent babyface, but he's an even better heel. Shawn Michaels is such a great babyface. An awesome babyface. But his work as a heel is next level. Triple H, really good babyface, even better heel. The Rock, just an all-around phenomenal babyface. But damn it, when he gets to be a heel, leaving Sacramento, there I go. They got some fat ass women, and our Rock is gonna just say no. I'm just saying. MJF, it's giving me those vibes where I'm like, you know, if they did turn him babyface, I'm gonna roll with it. So he invites Adam Cole out. Adam Cole is just putting him over. Oh, Adam Cole is just being the best kind of person. He says he's one of the best in the world at such a young age, and says he appreciates the man he's become, having the guts to talk about what he's been through. And Adam wants to make sure he knows he's not alone. He says he was scared, and he didn't know what a man really was, but Max is becoming the man he's meant to be. And then MJF does this thing where he's like, I know I told you that when this was over, I would give you a world title match. The truth is, Adam, you don't deserve a match. And you're like, oh, there it is. There it is. And I was like, what the fuck? And then MJF goes over to the side, gets a contract, and says, no, you deserve the match. The main event. The top, the pinnacle, the main attraction at the biggest stage of them all in Wembley Stadium. Main event. World Championship. MJF versus Adam Cole, baby! And Adam Cole's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. do. You know what I mean? It's like he's getting married. So he got the contract and he signed it. As soon as he did that, I went, ooh, something happened there. Did anyone else have that feeling? When Adam Cole didn't even read it, he just opened it and signed it. I was like, bro, I think you should have read the contract. He didn't even worry about signing it. I was like, see, you don't trust the devil. You don't trust the devil. So, see now, guys, because I've been stung, not really. I'm talking about as like a viewer that's invested in the character. Because MJF is such a scumbag, everything that we see, Adam, read the contract. Adam, watch your back, man. Be careful here. Don't get too close to him. But yeah, he hugged him afterwards. And then backstage, we see Roderick Strong in a neck brace just going crazy. He's like, what the fuck is happening? What is this? What is this? What? So I'm excited. Where is this going? Here's my mindset on this. Clearly the direction is Adam Cole gets screwed by MJF, right? Let me throw this wrench at you. Let's sit on this for a minute. What if, and this is the big one, what if Adam Cole turns on MJF? Adam Cole softened MJF. Adam Cole did all of this to weaken MJF. Long-term con. To then screw him with Roderick Strong and possibly Britt Baker at All In. And then Adam Cole turns heel. And then MJF goes babyface. Think about it. Think about it.
Tony better give us our MJF as my scumbag t-shirt.
I buy it. But think about that. Sit on that. Sit on that. The man who tricked the devil. Someone's gonna screw someone. That's my thing. Someone's getting screwed. And I can't wait. Because guess who's gonna enjoy it? This guy. I'm excited. I am super, super excited. Let's continue. That's going to be an awesome match. That's going to be an excellent match. The Elite took on Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Satnam Singh. Match was good. Nothing to write home about. It was just an entertaining match. Afterwards, the Elite, Hangman Page, Adam Cole. He was a part of the Elite. But this is the version of the Elite. Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. They all made the announcement that, yes, they have resigned. And then afterwards, Kenny Omega says, we'll be wrestling for the next 4 years, whether it's Dynamite, Ring of Honor, Rampage, heck, even Collision. You'll be seeing more of them. But for now, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang! That awesome theme song. Wait, no, it was, carry on what wayward sound. Regardless, they said Collision. He did that on purpose. When he mentioned Collision, he knew fans were going to think about. Something tells me we're going to see that match probably sooner than we think. Speaking of Collision, how crazy would it be if this was the week they showed up? Punk beats Ricky Starks, which he is. That's my prediction. And then afterwards, the Elite come out and they confront CM Punk and they confront FTR. Rumor has it, the rumor was that RVD was going to fight Jack Perry. Rumor has it that the match they want to do is FTR versus the Young Bucks. If they do, big F, fantasy booking territory almost. If they do FTR versus the Young Bucks, you already know what the world title match is going to be. For the real world title. It'll be Kenny Omega and CM Punk. I think, again, if they do that, if that's the direction they're going in, and they book that match at All In for the real world title, man! Oh, they're gonna sell it. Look here. If they put Punk and Kenny on the marquee weeks before, oh, it's over. Forget about it. It's gonna topple WrestleMania 32, and then WrestleMania 3. Matter of fact, if it gets a couple more thousand tickets, it's gonna top WrestleMania 3, and then it'll topple essentially the biggest event ever. And that's going to be the biggest wrestling event in history. The biggest wrestling event in history. It's huge. They're going to do it. They're going to break the record. But again, I can't prove that that's what they want to do. All I'm saying is if we get FTR and the Young Bucks, there's only one match to do with Kenny. Is it happening? Probably not. But imagine if they did it. Like, just imagine them doing it. There it is. Sold it out. Let me see here. Fightful Selection has provided an update, noting that there is certainly some movement in regards to the Young Bucks, potentially facing well-known. Wait a minute. Is that an actual update? Did Fightful Select actually drop that? 1 second, y'all. Let me look at this real quickly. Are we sure? Who is that? Is that Fightful Select or is that... I don't see... Okay, here we go. Actually, yeah, more details on the Elite re-signing with AEW. Let's read this. Let's read this really quickly. Okay, hold on. Says here, the Elite re-signed new contracts with AEW with Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks all staying with All Elite Wrestling. Throughout the process, Fightful Select reported numerous times that the deals were actively being worked out and that the entire group was expected to stay with AEW, All Elite Wrestling. We've also learned that Kenny, Jackson, the Jacksons, I keep calling them the Jacksons. You went to school to learn, girl, cause you never knew before. The Young Bucks and Omega maintain their EVP status in the company. When we asked about the length, we were told that one of them was at least 4 years. Numerous sources within WWE indicated that they would have had interest in any and all members of the group. Of course the WWE would have wanted the group. I keep telling y'all, like, they'll call it a cheese shirt company. They'll say it's secondary, but then if one of them gets free, they'll snatch them up quickly. Vince will fly out to their house. There are some people within WWE that felt like they stood a chance at potentially landing the group, but serious talks were never engaged as far as we know. It was never going to happen with Vince there. Those who spoke to in WWE said that the company had positive experiences in dealing with Omega and the Bucks in 2018. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they were very professional. All right, here we go. You ready? Regarding the Young Bucks, we've heard there is certainly some movement on the potential of them facing FTR in a long-awaited rematch. There it is. We had not heard about the potential of the CM Punk Elite feud being broached. One of the most notable things about the deals was how long it took to hammer them out. Fightful reported back in January that the All Elite Wrestling were looking to get the ball rolling in the following months. See, they hopped on the Elite. They hopped on the Elite real early. Really early. They let Cody's contract expire. So there's something going on between Cody and Toni. Those we spoke to did say that CM Punk's return did cause a slowdown as things were being discussed involving his return to the company and how things will be worked out. Well, that ain't the case no more, right? All four are represented by Barry Bloom, who also represents Goldberg, Chris Jericho, and others. For those asking, we were told that the Elite were always planned for AEW Dynamite 200, and it wasn't tied into the new contracts. We're told that Hangman Page and Nick Jackson had the last week off to celebrate birthdays. Congratulations on them. Happy birthday to them. Okay, so there you go. I mean, there's some movement. So that's something. Hey, you never know. So what's this about Wrestle Talk? What did Wrestle Talk say? There is no further update on the potential Punk versus the Elite feud being broached at this time. They didn't say it wasn't going to happen. They just said there's no update. If they do FTR versus the Young Bucks, that's all you need to know. The Jacksons going for the titles would be nice. Speaking of tag teams, Aussie Open. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie took on El Hijo. Come on. Del Vikingo and Komader for the ROH World Tag Team Championship. This was an awesome match for a set of titles that I can do without, but this was an awesome tag match. Great showcase of the ROH and the AEW Tag Team division. Such an awesome high-flying moves, freaking 640s, 630s, Canadian destroyers, Mexican destroyers, excuse me. Depends on, the ethnicity and where they come from. But Aussie Open do retain. Aussie Open is such a great tag team. Such a great tag team. Will Ospreay taught them well. And then, of course, the main event was Hikaru Shida taking on Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship, World Women's Championship. A great main event to showcase. We already talked about it. Holy Shida beat Toni Storm. No one saw it coming. I was one of those people that just thought, there's no way Toni's losing this belt. There's no way she's losing the belt. Not this close to All In. And even the crowd was just like, there's no way you're losing. You know when I started thinking she might win? At the end. When Toni Storm sprayed the green spray paint on her face and hit the Storm Zero. And then 1, 2. Hikaru Shida kicks out. When Hikaru Shida kicked out of that, I was like, wait a minute. That was when I just went, whoa, what? Are they about to switch? And as soon as that thought crossed my mind, Hikaru Shida rose her up. 1, 2, 3. Hikaru Shida pinned Toni Storm. And even I was like, what? And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That's great. Oh my God. She came out with a new theme too. She got a new theme song, got a new look. I was wondering why they gave it to her, and it's because, well, she's the champion. Wow. Freaking Hikaru Shida is your new two-time women's champ. I'm not going to complain about that. Hikaru Shida is literally one of the best female wrestlers they have. It's not even close. And she's going to get a run. Short-term run. I don't see her holding that belt past All In. But she's going to get a run. A legit run. A run in front of the fans to All In. She has earned it. That is so cool. What a run. That just makes me so happy because she won the championship during the pandemic and no one was there. Now she gets to have a run in front of fans. It'll be short term, but she'll at least have a run. Damn. I did not expect that, but I love it. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. That's so cool. You know what? She's earned it. She has earned it because she has been one of those wrestlers, those female wrestlers that have. She's grown up. It's almost like she grew up in front of the fans. It's not like she's not been wrestling anytime before this. But to a lot of people, this was their first introduction to Hikaru Shida. I don't know anything about her outside of AEW. This is my first time getting to know her, and so I got to see her really make a name for herself. And man, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, man. She's excellent. She's gonna do great things. She's gonna do excellent things for AEW. So the question is, who fights her at All In? Now, I didn't see a rumor. Let me look this up really quickly. This rumor about Toni Storm. Let me see. What, leaving because of, y'all said acting? Let me see. I don't see anything so far. Whoever told me that, can you tell me where you got that from? Let me see. Let me Google it. Okay, it says here Toni Storm to play Clara Mortensen and Queen of the Ring Mildred Burke. Oh, okay. Mortensen, yeah, she's. Wait a minute. Time out. Where have I heard this before? Isn't Clara Mortensen? Wasn't that going to be Liv Morgan's role? I must be tripping here. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Fightful Select. You see, yep, it was. According to PW Insider, Liv Morgan was originally slated for it. Wow. Okay, that's freaking awesome, Tony. That's pretty goddamn cool. That's actually pretty freaking cool. I'm happy she got that role. She's earned that role. She's earned it. But damn, like she got that role from Liv Morgan? Oh, yeah, what happened? All right, well, if that's why she's leaving, I hope it ends up being a good film. Man. So who fights her? If it's not Toni Storm, Saraya? Or Mercedes? Who would you choose? Clearly Mercedes would be number one. And then Saraya can fight for the TBS title. I'm going to play it safe and say Saraya. But Mercedes, if they can get Mercedes for All In, bruh. Look, I thought the show was great. I think in terms of getting me excited for All In, it did its job. I'm expecting more matches to be announced throughout the week. We got Rampage and we also got Collision, which I think is going to be the other main event. And we'll have to see what they do. I have to think with the Elite teasing Collision, that was their way of going, we'll probably work with them. Will it happen anytime soon? Probably not. But I think for this particular show, for All In, again, I'm going to keep saying it. If they do the Elite, they do the Young Bucks versus FTR, you already know what's getting ready to happen. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm excited. Okay. Guys, that's my review. This is such a great time to be a wrestling fan. Let me know how you feel below. Live chat, you have the floor. It is your show now. I think I answered all the super chats, right? Yeah, that's all the super chats. If you haven't gotten your super chat in yet, let's go. Holy Shida is indeed your champion. That makes me very happy. Eric Sebi, is it Sebai? Eric Sebai? I don't know. Eric, you tell me what the right way is to say your name. But Eric says, Shida is the ace of AEW. You will not hear me tell you otherwise, because I love her. I love her work. Anthony White, it's been 3 years. They are here to stay. Yeah.
Saraya wins. Moan debuts. Match at Grand Slam.
Ooh, that works too. I'm not mad at that. Grand Slam, Saraya versus Monet. Man. Faith Enthusiast thinks there's going to be a twist with the Adam Cole and MJF match. It kind of has to be a twist. There has to be a twist there. MJF is going to stay babyface, but I think Adam Cole would be the one who turns heel along with Rowdy. I think they're the ones who are playing MJF. Watch, man. What if you get Undisputed coming in and helping Adam Cole win, including Britt Baker? Damn. That'd be crazy. The Tribal Chief says, all in will be great. It better be. Lauren Biggs, Bucks versus FTR would be another classic. Could be better than the Hardys versus the Dudleys. Well, we'll have to see about that one. Speaking of the Hardys, if they're on the show, which they should be, who should they fight? Do they fight Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal? Welcome to my world. My world. Welcome to my world. We'll have to see. RVD walking out to his old ECW theme. Ray, dum 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 dum. Spect, dum 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 dum. Walk, boom 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 boom. RVD is still in great shape. Yeah, he looked like he can still get in there and wreck shit. Yeah, that triple threat, that anything goes triple threat match was absolutely insane. JJ says he's expecting MJF to turn on Adam Cole. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that?
Either Cole is joining back with Kingdom or O'Reilly.
Well, the Kingdom would be crazy. I got something for you. I got something for you. Adam Cole, the man who tricked the devil. Roderick Strong got mad because that was the deed to his house he signed. Now Roddy is homeless. Ah, nah. Lauren Biggs in here tripping. Lauren in here. Let me see here. The past 2 years have been faction heavy. Yeah, actually, there's been a lot of factions in both WWE and AEW. A lot. And I like it. I think it's been great, actually. The Joshi Revolution has begun. Asuka as the world champ. Asuka as women's champ. Shida as women's champ. Io Sky might win a championship. Shit. I'm for it. RVD kind of had the old man spread. Yeah, he kind of did. I want to heal Kairi Sane to beat Shida and join the Outcast. Ooh, you do Kairi Sane. Y'all do Kairi. If y'all do Kairi Sane and Hikaru Shida, I might faint. Nah. Look, I love me Kairi. Kairi Hojo, Kairi Sane. She's one of my favorite wrestlers. If you do that fucking match, holy Shida. Hardys versus Young Bucks. My dream match. They already did it. Go watch it. It happened last year. But them doing it here would probably be different because things will be different. What if Monet debuts at All In and it's a triple threat match? Monet, Saraya, and Hikaru Shida. I'm cool with that too. Oh, I'm excited. There's so many possibilities. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. Let me go ahead and get you out of here. So, alright, so what's happening for the rest of the week? Tomorrow afternoon will be my SummerSlam preview and predictions with We Are Pro Wrestling. So don't miss that. It's going to be here on this channel. Right here. It'll be live on Facebook and Twitter, but mainly here on YouTube. So look for that. The day after that, SmackDown. Lethal SmackDown. The final SmackDown before SummerSlam. Saturday will be SummerSlam. Sunday will be Collision. And then the next week, that will be the last week. Until I see otherwise. Until I hear like Vince McMahon is going to be like out. Because I know he's being investigated by you know what. If he's going to be out again, unless that's the case, I'm going to be taking a break from my reviews from Raw and SmackDown. Because these shows are awful. Awful la. Awful la. La. But regardless of how you feel, I'm excited. I am 1000% excited to see where things shape up for AEW. And who knows, man? Well, the Fed's investigating Vince McMahon right now. He might end up leaving again, and therefore Triple H gets full control of creative once again, and things will be better. And then Stephanie comes back, and then things are great. Yay! Anyways, we'll have to see where things go there, but yeah, we got a lot of live streams coming, so y'all might want to go ahead and strap in, cause it's gonna be a ride. Cause even after SummerSlam, we got All In and All Out, and then immediately after that, we got Arthur Ashe, and then after that, we got Payback. It's not gonna stop. This month is gonna be busy, including the Super Chat Championship from your boy Nickname Mai at both All In and All Out. Because he's crazy, and I love him for it. He's doing it back to back. Oh, and already knowing where he's going to defend the next one. Full Gear. I'm going to be real with you. I still don't think anyone can beat Nickname Mai. Because I thought Victor Velasco, when he challenged him, was going to be the one. Now that he's beaten Victor, good luck. Thank you all so much for joining me. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo, Threads. All of it's down below. Just click the link me tree. It'll take you to all of it. And donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Changes are coming to the channel. You'll start seeing it this weekend. Matter of fact, those of you who stayed long enough, you're going to see one of those changes at the end here. I decided to go ahead and give you a little taste of what's to come. But in the meantime, please take care of yourselves and always know you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I love you all. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. When you're in my world.